What's going on?
Threw away my notes for the meeting.
Well, that tank top, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, walk in.
You thought I was joking. That tank top.
I have to get up and do a speech in front of every.
See how they tucked in back there? You don't know about walking in the house with a tank top.
He getting turned on.
Right. And
He
posing.
getting turned on right now.
They're flexing.
Yeah, he's looking at What's going on here, ladies?
He getting turned on.
Boy, he's about to dislocate his shoulder. Let's get into our next movie right here. I'm talking about The Housemaid. Yeah, this is the one that. This is the movie that got your girl Sydney Sweeney. She's sweating this one right here. It's almost like she's betting on roulette or something. Come on, the last one. Yeah, she's been flopping. She flopped 4 times. And everybody's talking about, yeah, it's done, baby. They, nice try. They gave you a good shot, several of them, but yeah, it's done. And plus, all this other stuff is coming up behind you. And plus, people just saying, we just don't like your ass. So that's people rooting against her. So this is the one right here where people are saying, is this going to be it?
I thought Madam Web was a big hit for her.
Hey, it was a big hit for us
Yeah.
when we roasted that shit. But this movie is based on a very popular book.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's why people are also saying that this movie, this could have a shot because people are saying, why are you going to put this up against Avatar? And the reason why is because counter-programming with a somewhat built-in audience already. And if you don't know what this is about, never read the book, there's a lot of dudes out there, so I'm sure you have not. But for those who haven't, Sydney Sweeney, she is the title character, the housemaid. And so she goes to work with this family, and she needs this job. I'll just say that, boy, she got some shit going on in her life. Yeah, she got a record. Probation officer is on her ass and saying, look, I don't care what it is, you better get a job now.
You better keep this job.
Yeah, she's sleeping in her car. Yeah, she's just one misstep away from going back into the joint. So she's like,
right.
Yeah, I need this right here. So she goes to this well-to-do family. The wife being Amanda Seyfried right here. And they need someone to come in, cook, clean, take care of the daughter, entertain her, make her lunch every now and then. All the stuff that she can already do anyway. So she's like, you know what? On top of that, I get free room and board too in this nice neighborhood, in this nice house, with this nice family, and takes the job. Things are okay for about 3 hours. Before Amanda Seyfried shows herself to be, despite the calm demeanor she had the day before, the welcoming demeanor, treating her so nice. That changes quick. The very next day, she proves to be a monster. You saw that movie Horrible Bosses?
Yeah.
Ain't got shit on this right here.
No, she is a crazy bitch, and I'm not using that as a pejorative. That is the most accurate term.
No, that's a medical term. Crazy bitch. And she has
you
that.
probably being nice with that, Martin.
Yeah, she has a case of the crazy bitch right here. There's another term that you can use too if you turn another page over that book. But yeah. And so now the whole situation is, what is this character? I forgot her name, but Sydney Sweeney's character. What is she going to do? She's really caught between a rock and a hard place, man. One, she's got to keep this job, but this job is getting worse every day to the point where it feels like, I don't know, even her livelihood might be threatened. To the point where this woman might be out to get her. This one might be actively trying to ruin her life and send her back to jail. Why would she do that? I mean, yeah, you're crazy, but wow, you ain't that crazy. Why would you want to do that? And better yet,
Or is she?
Or is she? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, and hey, listen. Sounds like a good setup for a movie right here, is it? And is Sydney Sweeney finally going to get that hit that she needs right now and quit doing the old flippity flop? Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer right here. We'll be back with our reviews.
Makes mistakes.
Hello?
Millie's gonna be living with us.
She's gonna live with us.
Also, she's having a hard time trying not to have sex with this dude. Should I also say she's trying to the husband. All right, at least she's
Dreaming about it
At least she's
on
having
the first day.
Yeah, at least she's having thoughts.
What?
Even she wakes up like, stop, because she's having wet dreams.
She walked in like, oh yeah.
I kind of left out that little detail right there. Yeah, no, she's not trying to complicate her situation at all.
No.
Andrew, I told you that.
I have a really good feeling about this, Millie.
Me too.
Okay, I'll be in touch.
Oh man, this movie's trash, man. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'd be damn if it ain't some good trash. Well, I'm digging all in that trash can. I'm like a damn possum out there. I'm all in this trash right here, man. It's because it's one of those. It's a soap fantasy. You know, it's not even logical what happens in this movie.
No, it's not.
No,
No.
But the movie seems to know that. Listen, it's trash. It's illogical. Some of this don't even make any sense. But I believe that for myself, and what makes me kind of enjoy the trash in this movie is I think it's structured well. And it has at least one standout performance. And I think the movie's just fun. Think of it like this. It's Tyler Perry with restraint. Because it goes to some ridiculous areas in here. Mm-hmm. and this is already crazy.
It is something that Tyler Perry would have done.
Yeah,
Tyler Perry, What's that?
This is Tyler Perry for white people.
Yeah, this is white Tyler Perry.
Man, we've been getting a lot of that lately.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, there's a lot of white Tyler Perrys up there. And this is this is like a white Tyler Perry that don't know how to take that that extra step, that extra crazy step. At least not yet, because Tyler Perry would have had them in space or something like that. One of these chicks would turn to a werewolf or some shit. You would have found out one's possessed by a demon or some shit. It would have been crazy. But this is for myself, I think that this has a structure that works because it's truly a bad movie for about half of it. We laughed at this movie in the first
2/3.
Yeah. I'll go about half. Where because I think it gets to a point where the movie. I think they structured that movie like that on purpose because it is a bad movie. It is a soap opera trash film, and then at some point, because the movie centers on all the stuff that you see in these kind of films that whether it be a film or a soap opera. Or some
Lifetime
movie or something, yeah, because it centers on rich people. This is meant for people to live out their fantasies. It centers on rich people. Everyone is beautiful. Shit, that husband he stays walking around them tank tops around the house, tucked in too.
Yeah,
by the way.
he looks like a young Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, that's Brendan Sklenar. I think that's how you say his name, Sklenar. Brendan Sklenar. Anyway, he was in that movie Drop.
I
thought that was him. Yeah.
And he was also in a movie that was in a big lawsuit with Blake Lively.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the good guy in that film. That man stays walking around in tucked in tank tops so they could be extra tight.
Yeah, got to show off those Marvel muscles.
Yeah. The rich in this movie, they're all stereotypical rich snobs, and like I said, I think that they're doing this kind of on purpose. They're playing into it because when I say there's some things in here that don't make any sense, like the rich snobs in here, man, they're the kind of people that talk about, and they use that line, it is so hard to find good help. And they talk down to the help badly. And if you're friends with them, so-called friends, you better not leave the room because they'll turn around and talk about your ass. And one of the things that didn't make sense to me is, and actually I say that, but these rich people are so, they are so into themselves and they look down on other people so much that they talk shit about this girl's boss, Amanda Seyfried's character. Mm-hmm. Sydney Sweeney's character is in the room pouring tea, serving refreshments, and when Amanda Seyfried gets up, they talk shit about her. As people would say, mad shit. Mm-hmm. and Sydney Sweeney's in the room.
Yeah.
Just looking at them like, God damn, y'all gonna say this in front of me?
Yeah, and how about those roots? My God, you think she would take better care of herself for Andrew?
He's so fucking hot.
He is, and especially because they have an airtight prenup.
Damn, she's like, I'm right here, y'all.
They're saying all that for us.
Yeah, of course, of course. Then I think the movie, after a certain point, it shifts into completely something else, almost like the movie's just been playing a trick on us the whole time. It's a cheap twist that they do in the movie, but I liked it. I gotta admit, it sucked me in. I liked it like I like filet of fish.
No.
I was with Martin. I ate 3 filet of fish. I know it's not good. I know that it's cheap. I know that I know that it's just empty calories.
You feel ashamed of yourself while you're doing it.
Yeah, but it was so good. I was enjoying it. So this right here, I kind of enjoyed it in that sense. Where
Corey said that was like an ad.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we'd like to thank our sponsor, McDonald's. So no. But anyway, I couldn't tell if you liked it or not because I was sitting next to you. I enjoyed this, and I enjoyed it. I was laughing because I thought this is so bad, and then I kind of even then I was like, man, this is so bad that this can't be it.
No, you go the whole time because I guess it's a kind of a suburban thriller. It's really an erotic.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing anything. That was an accident.
Julian, you want to go? I'll wait till after you.
I'm sorry, man. That was an accident. I was flipping some stuff. That accidents happen. I'm sorry. My hands up. Look at this. Keep going.
All right. No,
I don't trust you, Martin.
I don't trust you now.
We gotta act for mistakes.
Yeah, I gotta work things over. So listen. Please continue.
Okay. Anyway, it's an erotic thriller that doesn't seem all that much like a thriller to begin with. Just more of a crazy movie. I was not liking this up until the big twist, because up to that point, I was like, all right, there's just so much here that just doesn't make sense or add up. Amanda Seyfried's great. She's
amazing.
As being someone with extreme bipolar who said, I ain't never taken my medication. So she's a delight to watch. Sydney Sweeney is so dry and whatever emoting is, she's doing the opposite of that. And it's just one of those where you're like, so this is going to be her acting? I mean, gosh, it's kind of sad that they always like put pressure on her to whip her tits out, but sure enough, she does it. It's like, okay,
all of it.
What?
Yep. I guess
walking the scene first.
That's her moneymaker.
Yeah,
that's
you see
she does.
nipple and everything.
Yeah. You think they're gonna pull back, and she's like, girl, it's Sydney Sweeney. What do you think? We know why people came here for this.
Yeah, shit.
Right.
She's had so many flops. They probably called her back in and say, "You better show them titties."
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna edit it into the movie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
her
We'll
titties
use AI if you don't do
you
it.
didn't want to show them before. Yeah, let's do some reshoots.
Because it's a scene where they totally could have not done that, but oh well, there we are. There was just so many things about the movie. Like I just thought it was up and down. And yeah, we say white Tyler Perry. We already got Ryan Murphy, and I mean, I guess Paul Feig is the movie version of Ryan Murphy, especially like this. And somebody was saying like, this seems like an odd movie for him, but it's kind of in the vein of A Simple Favor.
Yeah,
it's on brand. It was just one that where I was just like, all right, just can we get to it? And then the big twist comes, and from that point, it is total camp. And yeah, like you say, trash. I mean, I guess it was campy the whole time, but at that point, it flips to the point where it's kind of a different movie. I know it thinks it's going like, all this we did before was to set this up. I bet you didn't see it coming. And I was like, well, if I sit here and think about it, all this stuff you did before doesn't really add up to this right here. I could see so many things where it's like, well, why did she do that? And why was this happening just to get here? But I will say the third act is a lot of fun. If anything is fun, it's that. Up to that point, I don't know. I wasn't having all that great of a time with it.
Yeah, you hit it, man. Camp was what was going on before, because that's what I was enjoying. I was saying, look, this is a bad movie. We might even roast this one day when that was happening, and then it gets into something.
Oh, you can still roast it.
Yeah, no, I actually like this movie, man. Because like I said, I think a lot of this is very self-aware of what they're doing.
That's what separates it from Tyler Perry, that it's aware.
No, exactly. No, they know exactly what they're doing, even when they're making a bad movie. And like I said, I thought that was kind of clever. I thought that was kind of bold to make a bad movie and then flip it on you, just so they can catch you off guard. And I'm telling you, man, listen, nothing against. Here's another thing that really drew me to the movie. Nothing against Sydney Sweeney. I'm not kind of, for this right here, I'm not jumping on that hate train. I'm not wishing anything bad for her. I think throughout most of the movie, I think that she is, like you say, she's dry, but I think that's because her character is playing against somebody that's insane. So she's kind of getting rolled over from that performance, and her character's supposed to be somewhat sedate. Her character's supposed to be somewhat pulled back. Her character's supposed to be quiet because she doesn't want to upset this woman and she wants this job. So I get it. There's nothing wrong with her in particular, but this is Amanda Seyfried's movie. You know, this is
when she shouldn't be.
She's the most engaging character in there. You hate her. You hate this woman. She is so cruel. She is so cruel. She makes you feel sorry for Sydney Sweeney, and we mad at her right now. You know, for all y'all that talking about, oh, it's over for her. Watch this movie. You be feeling sorry for this girl 5 minutes in. Yeah, and
well, I was until the acting part.
Like I said, I think their character's just underwritten.
I get she's supposed to be downplaying and trying to keep things cool. But just even looking at her eyes and her vocal delivery, I was like, all right, is your character on lithium? Because you're not even really reacting to anything that's going on at all. Not even in quiet moments by yourself.
I will say that because I'm trying to. It sounds like I'm trying to make excuses for her, defend her, and I don't know, maybe the way I am, because maybe I am kind of. I don't want to see anybody. Falling ass.
I don't either, but
no, that's not what I'm saying though. I am saying that I kind of agree with you guys because there's so many ways that they could have made this character more interesting, and maybe that's what I'm saying. I don't want to blame her because the character's just not written that well. We should have been, I think, more frightened for her. I think we should have had some more humor with her, because this is an outlandish situation that she's in.
Yes,
and she should be calling somebody talking about what the
right.
And there should be some more when she's not in the line of sight of Amanda Seyfried with them big ass crazy eyes. She should be like exhaling and like saying, "What the am I doing here? How am I going to get out of here?" She doesn't have a big reaction to this crazy situation she's in.
Yes, it's a crazy situation.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, she doesn't have much reaction. The whole thing of like, well, the parole officer, she has to be there, but you'd be like, all right, I'm going to take photos of all this medication she's taking and some secret video of how she's acting, go like, listen, I can't stay here.
That was one of my complaints. Is like, I need this job. And in the movie, I will say that she is trying to find something before she leaves. So I won't go too hard on it, but yeah, you ain't that trapped.
Right.
You tell your parole officer that I'm with a crazy bitch, she's going to be like, okay, shit, get the hell out of there. I'll work with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you told her there's a crazy bitch who's actively trying to send me back to jail. They'd be like, of course, we'll work with you.
Yeah. Okay, we'll give you some grace.
Yeah.
And also another thing that drives home her lack of acting or emotion is her very dry voiceover that keeps coming in.
I didn't think about it.
Oh my God, that was so bad.
It was like the movie had wrapped, and right before she was going to the premiere, they said, "Hey, would you mind reading this?"
Yeah, it's almost like
we don't want to.
I'm waiting on the cut to find out that she was actually taking Amanda Seyfried's medication on the side.
Yeah, right.
It was kind of high herself. I couldn't believe it. She was a totally different person the next day.
That was accurate.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. Like I like this movie, but she is, and I'm trying to, like, as I'm trying to avoid seeming like I'm jumping on the criticism that everybody else has. The bandwagon going on with this girl, but she is the weakest part of this movie. You're rooting for her because she's, this person is just so crazy and cruel, but really. To watch this movie, Amanda Seyfried, she's the one to see for this, man. Mm-hmm. She dominates this film. And like I said, I know she's a character that you hate, but you gotta see, if you see this movie, you gotta see it because of her.
Where are they?
I didn't see any notes.
Bullshit!
What's going on?
Billy! Threw away my notes for the meeting.
Well, that tank top, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, walk in.
He thought I was joking. That tank top. And he got it tucked right into his balls on in the pants, man.
Oh, he sure does.
Lady.
Where are they? I have to get up and do a speech in front of every.
See how they tucked in back there? You don't know about walking to the house with a tank top tucked in your
turned
pants
on,
like
Right,
that.
right. And
He
posing.
getting turned on right now.
Over there flexing.
Yeah, he's looking. What's going on here, ladies?
He getting turned on.
Boy, he's about to dislocate his shoulder.
And now I have nothing.
Do you have a copy?
I wrote them by hand.
Yeah, and that that guy Brendan Sklenar, man, he's when you watch the movie, I actually like him a lot because
Yeah, he's good too.
yeah, because he's got to deal with this crazy shit.
Yeah.
You almost like, man, bless your soul. How do you have so much patience?
He has perfected the look of somebody who has to deal with a lot of crazy shit.
He really has. Yeah, so the whole movie is like, what now?
Yeah.
And that kind of makes you understand, like, you almost root like, hey man, yeah, go and have sex with the housemaid. Go have sex with Sydney Sweeney because you earned that shit. you earned them titties right there. Yeah, I was.
Except when it starts getting that way, it gets so cheesy.
Oh, of course. I didn't.
So cheesy.
Man, listen, Martin, I was totally manipulated by this movie, and I feel used. I do. I really do. Because I even kind of predicted where this was going. Because I was kind of like, maybe, but and it still got me.
Yeah. Oh, did it?
Yeah. But I had, man, listen, I had a lot of fun with this. I had fun when I thought it was like pure, true, genuine, bad trash, and then I had fun when it ended up being like a campy, self-aware, I guess somewhat erotic thriller. However you want to put this. But yeah, I had fun. I would give this just a plain matinee. I had a good time. I
can respect that. I mean, that's what it was made for, was just puerile entertainment.
And that's the way I accepted it.
Hey, look, if you're somebody who you're watching All's Fair, this is the movie for you. Yeah.
All's Fair still got this beat though. She ain't going to work with her ass out.
That's because this is only 2 hours.
I mean, All's Fair. I mean, that shit is a carnival. I mean, they dress like clowns on that show.
I know. See, All's Fair broke you down. So when you got to this, you were like, well, this is practically a documentary.
But
I get why it will be fun, entertaining, especially if it fits your sensibilities. And no harm, no foul. I get why people will have fun with it. I wish I'd had more fun. But for me, it's more of a high matinee. A high rental. I could see watching it on Netflix and being entertained. But as far as the theater, I just spent too much time going like, what the fuck? Okay, so and I'm supposed to believe this, and now that smells make sense for that. And I was like, man, if you just connected those things, I could have been on the ride.
Yeah. Like I said, I think the movie knows that. But I get it. No, it's not for everybody, and really is meant for that's why it's counter programming with Avatar. Oh, because it's meant for those women that read the book, or it's meant for that demographic.
Yeah.
And I just got some information from the chat while my man is posing so much.
Okay.
He's rumored to be the next Batman. rumored. So maybe he's been working out.
Yeah.
You know?
Big.
You see so many actors who get buff these days, and,
Yeah.
and I know it's all because they're auditioning for superhero movies.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Shit, what do you think I've been doing this? I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get that next phase of Marvel, man.
I walked into this movie with no expectations at all. I didn't know if I was gonna like it, dislike it. But watching the movie, I would say about 30 minutes in, I looked over at my friend. I was like, I'm actually enjoying this film, even if I feel like I'm not supposed to at some points. I would like this movie a lot better if Sydney Sweeney wasn't in it. I'm sorry. Look, I think she's gorgeous in real life. I think she's gorgeous. I would love to take her on a date in real life. But goddamn, she can't act. I'm sorry. Everybody been telling me like, yo, she can't act. But this is the first time I've really seen her in a movie. So watching her here, I'm like, God damn, girl, do something. Like, I feel like some of these scenes are calling for some type of emotion.
Julie, I think she
like
can act. I think that this is just not a good example. The character's not written well. I think she can act.
Based on what?
That movie. Christy.
Did you see Christy?
Yeah.
Nobody saw Christy. What are you talking about?
Damn it, that's right.
Well, Martin did tell me that she was in another movie where she plays a nun. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she
but at least from this movie, like, come on. And it wouldn't be that bad if she wasn't the character that we follow the most. She's the main character. If she was like a side character or something, I'd be like, all right, cool. But the fact that we follow her character, I'm like, yo, this is bothering. Like, if she wasn't in this movie would be so much better. But I would say, man, the writing, like I said, it's cheesy, but goddamn it, is it fun. It reminds me of a Tyler Perry movie, like I said, Tyler Perry movie for white people. You know what I'm saying?
OTP. He's transcending.
He's infesting everything.
He gonna get a cut from this movie. But yeah, I'll say, like you said, Corey, I have fun with this. I have fun with it. Even if I feel like I should hate it, I have fun. I'll go low matinee.
Guilty pleasure is what we'll use.
Yeah, there it is.
See that?
Yeah. No, I had a great time with it. And yeah, Paul Feig.
And Amanda is so good. She's just so good.
She is.
She's excellent.
Like, it was funny. I wish I would have saw this earlier. So we could I would have put her down as like one of the best actors of the year.
Yeah. No, it's like I said, guilty pleasure, man. I have which I have no guilt about. I enjoyed this. Well, would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.